this was the one where you're going to have to go ahead and label HIJK. I don't believe I did it in the notes. And it says parallelogram HIJK is a rectangle. So that's important to know. Find the value of x and the length of each diagonal. So you have to go back to your theorem, and the theorem says that if it's a rectangle, then diagonals are congruent. So if HJ is x and IK is 2x minus 7, then all we're doing is making them equal to each other and solving for x. So we'll go ahead and subtract 2x. This is an invisible 1. End up with a negative 1x equals, cancels, a negative 7. And then the last step is to divide both sides by negative 1, and x equals 7. I wanted to know what is x equal, and then what is each side equal. Since HJ is x, the side HJ and IK equals 7 as well. Next one, same thing. HJ and IK, they're congruent. So 3x plus 7 equals 6x minus 11. Depends how you want to solve it. I'm going to move the smaller one, so 3x subtract from both sides. I'm left with 7 equals 3x minus 11. Add 11 to both sides. I end up with 18 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3, and x equals 6. So if x equals 6, then I want to know what is the diagonals equal. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 times 6 plus 7. I get 18 plus 7, which is 25. So each diagonal equals 25. HJ and IK both equal 25, and x had equaled 6. For some reason there's a typo. This square and this rectangle is supposed to be switched. So when you're solving, I don't know, something went wrong when I was doing it. Alright, so what do we know about a rectangle? We know that these two are congruent and these two sides are congruent. So I'm going to put up two equations. The first one, x equals 4y, and the second one is 3x minus 10 equals 2y. The problem here is both these equations are two different variables, so I can't just solve. What I can do is substitute. So if I know that x equals 4y, then in this equation, I'm going to go ahead and plug in 4y for x. So 3 times 4y minus 10 equals 2y. So now I just have one variable. I get 12y minus 10 equals 2y. Subtract 12y. I end up with a negative 10 equals a negative 10y. Divide both sides by negative 10, and y equals 1. If I know y equals 1, then I can go back here and say x equals 4 times 1, so x equals 4. That's the most difficult test problem you're going to get when you have to solve for one variable so that you can find the other. Oh, excuse me. Okay. The next one is a rhombus, and a rhombus tells us that all sides are congruent. So, one side, AD equals n plus 12, and BC equals 3n. So all I have to do here is say n plus 12 equals 3m. Solve, so subtract m. And it was 12 equals 2m. Divide both sides by 2. And m equals 6. It does want us to find the side lengths, so 3 times m is 18. If we go back over here, if x equals 4, this side length is 4, and over here, y equals 1, so this side length is 6. Okay, and the last one, this is a square, so again I know that two sides are congruent, so I have 3x plus 1 equals x plus 7. Solve for x. Subtract x. I get 2x plus 1 equals 7. Subtract 1. 2 equals 2x equals 6. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals 3. And then I just go back and plug it in. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. The side length for that square is equal to 10. And that's all we have for 6.4. So your assignment for today is A11, page 401, numbers 1 through 3, 10 to 16, and 17 through 20. Your grades are current in Power School. Stop trying to turn in late work. It will not be graded. Tell your friends they need to come to class. If you miss more than 10 days while I'm gone, it will be very difficult for you to pass the class. If you miss class, do not bug Mr. Toma for the notes. Same rule applies for when I'm there. Get the notes from someone else or use the textbook. You will not replay the videos. I am in the process of putting them on YouTube. That's the only place I could figure out to put them on. If they wouldn't download onto the website, they were too big. So, once I get that up and going, probably tomorrow, I'll go ahead and I'll put it on the notes for Thursday, so that you guys can go on there and look at the videos if you need to. Alright, go ahead and do your work. You have a nice day.